I have a confession to make. If this video is coming to you from your algorithm, then welcome. It's great to meet you. I'm Lax. But if you're coming from my channel, then I've got some explaining to do. I love Pokemon. That's not the confession. Just hang on. There's a bit of a backstory on this. I love Pokemon, and when Pokemon was released in 1996, I was not Japanese, so I didn't get it. When it was finally brought to the States in September of 1998, I was 6 with no money, so I still didn't get it. There was a lot of propaganda at the time about Pokemon being the same thing as gambling, so Mama Lax was adamant that I would be a bad kid if I played that game. I guess I showed her. Now I'm just a fucking nerd on the internet. So I saved my pittance of an allowance for months, quarters, dimes, a few single bills, all the while eyeballing the sweet cardboard cartridges hanging out in my local Kmart, which was totally the place to buy things at the time. In 1996, Baby Lax bought Pokemon Red version for $24.95. That's like $7,000 in 2025 money or something. Thus began the worst lifelong crippling addiction I would ever have. Or so I thought. Until the year of 2005. That was the first time I had ever even heard of some rinky-dink medieval clicking simulator game. But it wasn't on any Kmart shelves, it was on my buddy's mom's computer. Runescape captured me on that fateful afternoon in October of 2005, and it hasn't let me go since. I played the entire tutorial island and did some crime in the town of Lumbridge for hours that day, and then I set it down until I got back over to his house. Since my Gateway brand pre-built PC with a Pentium 3 450MHz CPU, like 64 megs of RAM and an integrated graphics card, wasn't powerful enough to run this incredibly advanced game. Fast forward to late 2024 and I am still knee-deep in Pokemon and RuneScape and have started working on videos of the former whilst huffing the proverbial paint of the latter, and demonstrably decided, fuck it, I really want a 120 skill cape, and I really want it to be thieving, and I really want to make a poor decision right now. So I decided to pickpocket Menophyte Marketeers for about 103 mil of 104 mil required experience to 120 thieving. This video starts where that journey ended. I got 120 thieving 30 XP at a time, and we're gonna open 12,335 Menophyte gift offerings so you don't ever feel the need to do this yourself. You're welcome. Getting 120 thieving was not about the loot or the XP per hour, but instead all about maximizing the AFK factor for me. I really did not care how long it took, as long as it was something I could have pulled up on another monitor while I was doing Pokemon-related stuff. My setup was pretty simple. You get the camo fragments pretty consistently, and due to such low XP per hour, you have enough for full master camo well before 90 thieving. The Slinky Pinky relic power was also an early on must-have, literally allowing for 50% more loot and XP per hour, at least before the happening. See, during my journey, Jagex dropped 2 pretty great updates to thieving, one allowing invention to be trained alongside thieving and runecrafting, and another more recent one implementing 120 content to the entire skill. This second thing happened about 101 mil into my 104 mil XP grind. Dope. Well, I'm almost done with these Menophyte Marketeers, so then I can go huff more thieving content. Well, the Icky Sticky relic got nerfed about 24 hours after the new pickpocket mobs dropped, becoming essentially an additional loot per hour relic only. If you've got it equipped, your XP per pickpocket is reduced by 33%, while still maintaining the 1.2 tick pickpocket rate. So it's pretty identical to the aforementioned rates without the relic, just with more loot. I mean, it took them 4 years to nerf Glacier, but alright, fine. I was like 99% done with these fancy market lads anyway. And one more thing to consider was that the mushroomy pickpocketing bag released earlier this year that has a passive effect of 5% of the time, increasing the pickpocket rate by an additional tick, and it doesn't have a cooldown. With all that covered, I'll see you at the end of the video. I'm back, baby, and now my fingers hurt, and that's with using the action bar. I was originally going to click every single gift offering, and what the fuck is wrong with me? So I guess it's time for the numbers part. 103 million thieving XP. That's what we had to get. 30 XP at a time. Actually, 29.5 XP at a time, which doesn't sound like a big distinction, but when you have to pickpocket an additional 60,000 times, it does make a bit of a difference. 3,491,526 Minophytes pickpocketed to 120 thieving. Well, it was mostly just this guy. I like to call him Kevin. But that's still a lot of times, right? Oh yeah, at a rate of one pocket picked every 1.2 seconds, in a perfect world that's 3,000 pickpockets an hour, or 1,164 hours total, in a perfect world. But sometimes if your pickpocket target moves on the tick that you're supposed to pickpocket, it doesn't always happen every 1.2 seconds. It's fine, 1,164 hours is plenty. So in that time, I collected 104,444,780 coins just from pickpocketing, and thanks to my camo outfit, it triggered about 7% of the time, giving me another 7.3 mil, for around 111 million coins. Not too bad, really. And before I get to the real reason that you're here to see this weaponized idiocy, all the gift offering loot, I assume, there's a few more things to consider. I caught every Guthixian butterfly and impling while doing this. Well, that was a fucking lie, but I did catch a lot of them. About 1.2 million XP in runecrafting and dungeoneering, and another 800k in strength and attack, as well as 2.4 mil in hunter from just implings. Nice little chunk of extra XP there for sure. One last thing and I'll tally the money, I promise, for sure. Charms. I got a lot of them. 71k golds, 36k greens, 16k crimson, and almost 7k blues. So, lastly, the big boy loot. After opening 12,335 Minophyte gift offerings, 615.7 million coins. And with the onyxes, magic stones, and everything else, another 224.2 million. Everything counted up, including the coins straight from the pant, 951.7 million. Just shy of $1 billion. Was it worth it, you ask? Have a great day, everyone. My name is Lax.